Hi, my name is Sadie Harris, and today I'm going to be talking about communication between parents and teens. And I think this is something we all struggle with, and as teenagers, we struggle with communicating with our parents. And parents, I think they struggle with finding the words to say to their teens. So hopefully, this will give a little bit of insight on how to make that bond stronger. And first, with my introduction, I would like to talk about how the first relationship that we all experience is the relationship with our parents or our guardian, and it's the type of love that you're surrounded with. But at some point in our lives, we all get kind of severed from this love. We start putting up our guard and not really talking to our parents about anything. And I just want to give parents a little bit of tools to help increase their communication with their child. So first, I would like to talk about inserting yourself or themselves into the child's life by being fluent with the speech of the child's generation. I know this is something parents don't really know about, and when teens think of their parents, they think of them as dumb or on a different level as them. But when you start using their speech and being fluent with it, they'll see that you're not as different as they think you are. And in 2006, Kristen Zoltan wrote for the Center of Effective Parenting that relaying information at your child's level of understanding states that when you do so, your child will understand better what you're trying to say. So kind of dumbing it down to a teenage level, and maybe they'll actually start to listen to you if you start using words that they're more familiar with. Also, I would like to talk validating their feelings, and this is something that I think is huge because as teenagers, we go through things that might not be very big in a parent's life because they have more that they have to deal with in their life, but going through a breakup or friends not wanting to be friends with you anymore, or trying to figure out who you're going to sit with at the lunch table and stuff like that is very big in a teenager's life. And I think that not downplaying anything will allow them to communicate better with you. If they see that you care and see that you understand them and that you want to know how their day went and what they're going through, validating their feelings is something that's huge. And in 2019, Rachel Emick from Child Mind Institute published an article about tips for communicating with your teen, and one of her tips was validating their feelings. And she was very strong on validating feelings, and she also stated that kids will notice when you empathize and care and understand what they're going through. And this article also suggests to stop trying to solve your child's problems. And I think that's something that's huge because as parents, you want to try to make everything better for your child in their life, and sometimes problems that you can't fix and you might end up making them worse than they were to begin with. So kind of giving them the space and the free rein to make their own decision, but validating their feelings and getting that communication flowing with them and kind of leading every step of the way, but not butting in too much. And this is a huge one, I think, learning to avoid the lecture. And there comes a point in time where teenagers just start to shut off when you are just giving them another lecture. They're going to hear the lecture voice and they're not going to listen. So I think avoiding the lecture and taking it at a different direction, they'll start to adhere to more of what you're saying. And in 2014, the American Academy of Pediatrics wrote an article about communicating with a teen. And this article contained a lot of information, and one thing that they did touch on is avoiding the lecture. And they also had a good quote that I liked that I put on the slideshow, that parents who lecture are not heard. And I speak that from experience, that I think more of the lecture is not heard. If you go at it in a better manner, it's probably going to be taken better by the teen instead of you telling them what to do. It's kind of giving your opinion, but strongly giving your opinion. And in conclusion, I just want to say that you as a parent should educate yourself in how to be better at communicating with your child, because at a young age, it'll start growing a better bond between you and your child if they know that they can come to talk to you about anything. And it really is hard to be in a world that we're in today and be a teenager and go through it alone. So it's good to have a parent that has your back and you can talk to and is very easy to talk to. And I know that Sometimes it's hard, but this will create a stronger bond between you and your child. So that's it, and I hope that was helpful. Thank you.